There you go.
Oh, it's a bit chilly.
Ooh.
It's getting chilly, isn't it?
Yes.
Sean's got his it's chunky-ish jumper, isn't it?
Ish.
And I've got my same old jacket on. I can't afford new clothes, you see. Jaffa cakes and chunky jumpers.
Rubbish.
And rubbish. If you go north from London on the old Roman road, 100 miles, you'll come to Atherstone.
Ooh.
And that's where we are this morning. It's got like Roman connections. Not far from here is where Boudica, I thought she were in Acorn Antiques, but no, that's I'm thinking of something else, aren't I? Or Boadicea, as we were taught at school.
Yes.
She had a final battle not far from here and was defeated. The Roman legions slaughtered about 80,000 of the Britons. And she wasn't going to be taken, she poisoned herself.
Oh.
Yep, she had dodgy beans on toast and that was it, she was gone.
That's something I don't remember from school.
And she might have had a hat, because they used to make hats here as well, although I think it was a couple of thousand years after she kind of topped herself.
She didn't have a hat then.
It was very famous for making hats. Just in the background over there, you can see an old factory that's looking a bit sad and neglected. And that used to be the old
Why did you look at me?
Stafford and Wilson factory, and they used to make hats there till about 20 years ago. Just beyond that bridge is the top lock, the Atherstone top lock, and there's 11 locks in the flight. It's going to drop us down about 80 feet.
What, in one lock?
I thought you were pulling a face then.
What, in one lock?
Were you pulling a face at our viewer?
No.
All right. And then once we get to the bottom, about 80 feet down, and there's 11 of them.
See, that just registered.
It is early, it is early. And then we're heading up towards, not saying we're going to, but towards Tamworth. When I was looking in the book, it reminded me of Tammy Wynette. Go on, sing the song. Stand by your man. She did a thing with the KLF as well, do you remember?
Yeah.
Justified an Ancient, all bound for Moo Moo Land.
Moo Moo Land.
Moo Moo Land, there you go. I don't think she's with us anymore, is she?
I've got no idea.
I don't know. Anyway, it's all getting a little bit weird, so we better get off. Come on. Grab a windlass, you'll need it. Atherstone Top Lock marks the end of a really long pound in the canal. In fact, it's over 37 miles long. No locks at all, and that includes the length of the Ashby Canal. Each of the 11 single locks we're going down this morning holds about 123,000 litres of water. So today in total we're going to be using over 1.35 million litres of water just descending the 80 feet from Atherstone. The water comes from the pound between Hawkesbury and here, and that in turn comes from the River Swift near Rugby. Thankfully, my stress fracture is more or less healed up now, and I tell you what, it's great to be able to start working the locks again. Just coming up to lock 5. It's flying this morning, we're nearly halfway through already. Right in front of the lock is that old Roman road, Watling Street. And just at the side of us, at the other side of the trees, you can't see it from the canal, is the site of an old World War II prisoner of war camp. The 11 Atherstone locks done in
that time.
2 hours 22 minutes. I don't think that's bad for 11 locks.
No, I don't.
It started to get a bit busy as we got towards the bottom, but it just timed perfectly, didn't it?
It did.
As we were coming in, they were coming up, and it was like vice versa.
Yeah.
That's good. Right, we need some water because I've got to wash my towels. They're a little bit manky. We get a lot of questions asking what we do with this rubbish and where do you get water from and how do you empty your toilet and things like that. And we mentioned the service points which are scattered along the canal. I mean, there's no shortage of them. Sometimes you can go a couple of days without seeing one, and then sometimes you pass a couple within a few miles of each other. So this is what they look like. Some of the service points have got recycling facilities, and wherever we can we'll separate the recyclables from the general waste. And this is where we fill our 350 litre tank with fresh water. It can take anything between quarter of an hour and up to an hour or more depending on the water pressure at that particular point. All the CRT services are covered within the cost of our boat licence, and we pay that every year. It costs about £900 at the moment. This is Grendin Drydock, and somebody tipped me off to watch out for some old working boats when we got here. This one looks really old and a little bit sad. It would be great to restore an old working boat like this to live on. We do love Silver Fox and the new boat is still going to be quite modern, but wouldn't it be great to work on a boat like this as a project? I hope Northolt is about to get some TLC. On our port side is Who Hill.
Who Hill?
Who Hill.
Doctor Who?
No, not H-O-O. Yeah? H-O-O.
Don't say it like that.
And up until about the 1500s, washer's going. Every time washing machine starts spinning, it makes me want to talk faster. It's like I'm on something.
You are on something.
I'm on surf. And yeah, up until the 1500s, there used to be a church up there, the Church of St Leonard's. But Henry VIII wanted to get rid of all the kind of stuff, all the monasteries and churches and stuff, and he did. And they got rid of it.
Royalty wanted to get rid of everything back then,
Yeah.
didn't they?
So there's just a lump, there's like a lump of rock. Well, they call it an obelisk.
What?
But good luck captioning that. So that's why I just thought lump of rock. You can spell lump of rock.
I can't spell obelobely.
Can't spell obelisk. It's like Bill and Ben, isn't it? Leonard who anyway?
Rossiter?
No, Leonard Nimoy. It must be Lemon Nimoy. Because you thought William Shatner were William Shakespeare, didn't you?
The captions are going to be hilarious for this.
This is Polesworth in Warwickshire. It doesn't seem like 2 minutes since we were last in Warwickshire back in the spring. We visited Stratford-upon-Avon and Warwick and Leamington Spa, and there's a link between Stratford-upon-Avon and Polesworth because William Shakespeare was schooled right here in the village. On our port side, just behind these trees, is one of the oldest occupied buildings in the whole of Warwickshire.
Really?
It makes it sound better when I say the whole of Warwickshire, doesn't it? It's called Pooly Hall. Pooly Hall.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, and it's owned by a private family now, but it's had some pretty famous people live there.
Really?
Well, one that I can think of. I looked at the list and there were only one name I recognised. See if you can guess who it was.
Bernie Clifton.
No, not Bernie Clifton.
John from S Club 7.
No, it's not John Fred. Tamla Motown legend Edwin Starr.
Wow.
Do you know any of his songs?
No, I do know his songs, but none are coming to mind.
War.
Yes.
Yeah. and probably another few that we don't know.
Contact?
Yay! Yeah,
Contact.
there you go. Contact. So that's just on our left-hand side, and there's a lot of coal under the ground here. So they opened a colliery. I could never say that until I was 36. Colliery. And that was open for like 115 years. It didn't shut until the 1900s. And there were 2 or 3 collieries. I'm getting good at saying that. And they kind of all joined into one colliery. And we'll see some evidence of that a little bit further on.
Lickle.
Just a little bit. When the canal arrived in Polesworth, coal and clay mines were dug and trade was booming on the canal. They mined here for well over 100 years, but it turned the beautiful Warwickshire countryside into a bit of an eyesore. After the collieries closed in the 1960s, the government started a programme to redevelop the coalfields and try and breathe new life back into the communities. Here in Polesworth, the regeneration brought Pooly Country Park, 62.5 hectares of parkland, woodland, nature reserve, and more controversially, a 40-foot high tower, which they plonked on the highest point in the park. It's called Gold Leaf, Buried Sunshine. The reason it's called Gold Leaf is after the birch trees, which were the first trees to grow on the spoil heaps after they were created. In the autumn, the birch leaves turn this golden colour, and that's why it was built. It's supposed to be thousands and thousands of golden birch leaves reaching high into the sky. The views from up here are fantastic, but it was a bit of an expensive eyesore to some people, and it caused a bit of controversy when it was first built. The views are fantastic though, I think it's lovely. Here we are, another day done.
We've done for the day.
I feel quite, not exuberant, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Exhausted.
No, not exhausted, yeah, exacerbated.
Exacerbated.
I don't even know what that means. I know quite a few words with baited, but not exacerbated. There you go. Abated, there you go, that's another one.
Oh.
We're in Polesworth. It's been a bit of a chilled day today, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been
Apart
alright.
from me walking 25 miles, getting shots and walking up that, I nearly swore then.
You did.
Big hill to get that shot of that goldenrod or whatever it's called, I don't know. It was really nice up there and it was sunny up there. I think it's because we were above the clouds.
No, you weren't.
We're in Polesworth. We've travelled about 5 3/4 miles today, which is good because we're on track to beat the winter stoppages and get where we need to be later this month. Now, I have to think when this is going out. It's not February yet, is it? I don't know.
No.
The Atherstone Locks were quite easy. 1 or 2 people have told us that they're a bit, you know what I mean, there's a couple of dicky gates and a couple take quite a while to fill up.
Yeah, there are a few stiff gates, but
It's a bit windy around the muff, so if there's a bit of a going on, I do apologise. Sorry, you were saying? No, it's not important anyway, is it? We got through the first one all right, and then the second one, I was filling it up ready for shore. Yeah. But then I saw not a car, a boat come in. So I stopped filling it up and indicated to the lady that she needed to empty it. And I went back up to Sean. About 10 minutes later, no movement. She's sat on the boat, and the boat, the lock is now full. And I thought, well, what's going on? So I had to walk back down, and she was just sat there saying, "No, I thought you were emptying it for me." And I'm like, why would I do that? And there was a really eccentric gentleman in a GRP cruiser behind her, and he was looking kind of confused. But I think from the look of him, I think he always had that kind of, you know what I mean? I think he always looks a bit confused. So long story short, she thought I was a CRT volunteer and was waiting for me to empty the lock and open the gates and let her in.
Bizarre.
Do I look like a CRT volunteer?
No.
No, not unless CRT do super dry. That's not going to happen, is it?
No.
So I ended up doing the lock for her. I don't know if she does that all the time to everybody, Do you know what I mean?
No, she did it to them behind us.
Well, that's what I mean. She does it to everybody. She kind of acts a little bit, I think, you want a CRT volunteer. Just to get people to do the locks. But 2 hours, 20 odd minutes it took us to do 11 locks. I don't think that's that.
We did well there.
That's all right.
We did really well.
That's actually quite good. And we're now near Tamworth. We've got Faisley Junction coming up, so we've got a choice to make in our next episode. Whether you'll join us for that, I don't know. That's completely up to you.
After this, they won't.
But we're going to get his towels dried now. I've put them out on the line because we've had some washing done today, which is always nice. But that's it. We're going to leave you here for today. Hope you have enjoyed your cruise with us. If you have and you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Give the video a big thumbs up. That'd be really nice, thank you. Sean gets a warm glow when you do that.
I do.
Ooh. And if you hit the notifications bell, YouTube will let you know when we release a new vlog. We'll be back next week. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.
So 9, 10.
Like who?
No, not like who. Like more like who. What? Boat! Just over there, we are turning round. We'll come back to you. Don't move. Don't even move. Today's word of the day is on our left side, our port side.
There.
And again, we've only got 8% camera left, so we've got to hurry up. Speak really fast like that. Sean was just doing Lulu. And here he is in pole something.
Pole something?
Yeah.
Bizarre. Turn it on.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Do you know what a furlong is?
I don't know, it's about a horse length.
He's got me for a change, hasn't he? So I left it. Oh, I was attacked. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He was so eccentric, he didn't have to take his dog for a walk, he just followed the boat. And a very strange conversation with the eccentric gentleman. Oh, a ladybug just crawled in front of you. Oh, can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. And it won't bother us again. I get throat ache with all this talking. Oh, it's not the talking, is it?
Look at these two watching it.
Do you watch? Do something funny.
I don't know anything about it.